Hi everybody, this is Lori Bradley, and it is it's Friday. It's Friday, October 25th, and it is day 25 of 31 projects in 31 days. I apologize, I'm a little late getting my video out. My neighbor, I was out of town last week and I got her mail and she texted me and said, hey, can I come get my mail? And then I kept talking and I told Matt, I'm like, oh my goodness, I am late for my own party. So at least the party won't start without me. All right. So I'm looking at my lights, hoping that it's bright enough in here. It's a little bit cloudy here in St. Louis today. It's pretty warm, so that's a good thing. But we are continuing with our Christmas projects today. And yesterday we did Merriest Trees. Today I'm going to switch back to the Decorative Trees bundle, and we are going to just use the dies today for this one. And then I'm bringing in a stamp from the Be Merry, or the Be Merry stamp from the Christmas Labels stamp set, because I feel like this card today, it has Be Merry written all over it. I don't typically do, sometimes I do an occasional non-traditional Christmas card. Today's card is definitely non-traditional, so if you are traditional team red and team green, you're gonna kind of wonder what in the world I've been doing. But we went bright colors today, like literally from the Brights family. I have Melon Mambo, I have Granny Apple Green, I have Pumpkin Pie, Coastal Cabana, and let's see, Blueberry Bushel, which is actually a Regal, but I've got that one today too. So let's make some trees and be merry. Let me turn you around here. You can see that I chose, like I said, the non-traditional colors today. And my card is Blueberry Bushel, which is not a typical Christmas color, so I'm kind of excited to show you what I've got. I have die cut my trees already, and if you're watching, give me a shout out, let me know that you're here. And I do have an opinion question in a little bit, so we will get to that in just a minute. But I have my white panel, which is where I'm going to start actually, and I have embossed that with the Snowflake Sky Embossing folder. We've used that before, but we're going to put a snowy background behind our trees, and then I have die cut the 5 trees. And so like I said, I have a Coastal Cabana, Pumpkin Pie, Granny Apple Green, and Blueberry Bushel. Oh, they're stuck together. Blueberry Bushel and Melon Mambo. All right, so I'm going to attach those, and there's no right or wrong. I'm going to attach those to my panel. I'm going to use liquid glue, I think, because when I used the regular adhesive, the tape runner adhesive, it didn't stick the things at the top. So I'm just going to start, like I said, there's no right or wrong to the order. I'm going to put the trees onto my embossed panel. I'll hold up my other one so I can see. Monica, I so appreciate that you join me every day. I'm so glad that it works out with your schedule and that you're able to be here. So I definitely appreciate you. All right, my lighting is a little bit shadowy. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. Let's do the Blueberry Bushel since it's right here. And I'm going to go ahead and glue these down. Like I said, there's no right or wrong. As long as these trees fit across here, then we are good, except I am going to put one behind. So let's put this blue one behind back here a little bit. We're going to cover this up, so I don't want them all to be the same height. So I have my 2 trees. Now I'm going to come back with my Coastal Cabana one right here so that we can put it in the middle. I have my card ready for tomorrow too, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to do it live, but I may have to do it, I'll have to do it in the morning. We have football tomorrow. Today we have soccer, tomorrow we have football. And so I will be able to go live in the morning, but if I have to, I will get my video done in the morning, but I'm going to emboss. And I was trying to decide if that was going to be easier to do live from my kitchen, because that's where it's easiest for me to emboss, or to just record it. So tomorrow may just be a video. So you can look for that. If I decide to go live with it, I will post that and let everyone know. Okay, then we're going to put an orange. So pumpkin pie and grainy apple green. I'm gonna go off my, let's see, let's go up a little bit. All right, like so. So I've got my trees. They're all at a different height. But this one, since I went off the paper, I need to just trim that guy. Trim them right here. Okay, and no one will be the wiser. Now, my next thing is I'm going to tear some paper, and I want to make my snow look like a little snowdrift. So I have a strip that's the same width. Let me make sure I've got the right one. Okay, the same width as my white panel, because it's going to go from side to side, and I'm just going to tear it. And I'm going to start at one side, and I'm going to slowly tear it. And I don't want it to be in a straight line. I'm going to make some hills, snow drifts. We're going to go along just like that. And you want to go in the same direction. And when you do that, then the icky part is on the back, like the ripped part. So I'm going to keep that down. And so let's see. Let me show you really quick. My first inkling was to use Oh Christmas Tree, to do Oh Christmas Tree and put that right here. But then I thought about how bright these words were, or these trees were, and I thought, Be Merry. I think Be Merry looks like it fits perfectly with this particular card. So that's what I'm going to go with today. I'm going to do Be Merry. I'm just going to stamp that right on the snow. And there's no right or wrong place, just wherever it fits, but I'm going to go ahead and put that on the right side. Hopefully that's straight. Okay, so I have Be Merry. Now, get my ink out of the way. All right, so then let's put some adhesive on the back. You can see the trees with the snow background. You can see the snow background. Just want to make sure that you can see that. And then we've got our snowdrift for the front because it's been snowing all day. Go right along that edge. There we go. And I'm just going to glue that down along the bottom edge of my white panel. So I'm covering up the bottom of all of those trees. Now, I'm going to use a fun little thing that, all right, so I have this little piece right here on the side that I'm going to put a little tiny bit of glue on, just to make sure it sticks, because sometimes those pointy pieces don't do very well. And it's a tape runner. All right. Okay, so we have, everything's flat because it is pretty thick, so I didn't want to go too much thicker than that. Okay, now I want to make my trees a little bit sparkly. So you can see, I think, on my trees here that I've used some sparkle. So we are going to use Wink of Stella. And if you don't have Wink of Stella in your life, you are missing out. It's just, it literally is like a glitter brush. And when I did this on the one yesterday, when I made the sample, I'll start on this side, hopefully it turned, maybe you can see a little better. All right, I'm just gonna do it kind of like tree branches, just to make it look like the tree branches have some sparkle on them. I could stamp the tree branches as well with the stamp set, but I'm just gonna use the glitter to make tree branches that look like they're sparkling. And you just squeeze it a little bit, and those tree branches will get glitterified. Not sure if that's really a word, but it's now a word. Because the stamp, we could have done this also. We could have we could have stamped this in Versamark. We could have white embossed it. But I just wanted a little bit of sparkle because we're already pretty non-traditional here with our bright colors. But sometimes it's good to get outside my box, get outside the usual, and it'll dry, You won't be able to see the brush marks, but can you see the shine? There we go. So when it dries, you won't be able to see the brush marks quite so much. Okay, so I have that. I'm gonna let that dry for just a second. And while that's drying, I think I'm gonna switch up my card. I may go with the blue. Actually, let's talk about this for a second. We could do the blue background, which I need to cut down this piece if I do use that one. So maybe I won't. Okay. Here's the pink border on the blue card. This is what that looks like. Okay. And if I use the other one, we're going to pretend for a second that I've got the right spacing, because I'll have to trim the edge of this one. And that would be the pink card with the blue mat. Do you have a preference? This is what the blue card with the pink mat looks like, and this is the pink card with the blue mat. What do you think? Pam, I know you always have an opinion. What do you think? The pink card with the blue mat or the blue card with the pink mat? Both are very merry, I think, so I'm not sure that it necessarily matters. All right, let's go, you know what, let's go with, all right, the blue card with the pink mat. All right, thank you, Monica. I do appreciate the opinions, because sometimes I feel like I'm talking to myself, which is not unusual, actually, but, all right, I think this guy is probably dry, but you can see, oh, I put that a little far, sorry, a little far right up the top. You can see the blue. Oh, girls, there's no fighting, no fighting. Okay, you know what? We have a blue card. We have a blue card. Let's see what the pink looks like. But I need to trim my white piece because it's a little big, and I had a white piece for that and I didn't bring it, or I didn't use it. Let me grab my trimmer really quick. Trim just a tiny bit off so that hopefully I can cut through all these layers. We'll see. We will see. Wish me luck. I'm gonna start at the thick side. There we go. All right, my camera's a little bit lower than usual. All right. Okay. Now, this will work. I just replaced my trimmer blade yesterday, so put the snowflake inside on the blue. Oh, yes, I could put my other panel of snows on the inside. You're right. You're right. Okay. Now, let me make sure this fits before I try to glue it down. Yeah, that'll work. Although I'm not happy with that border, but we will fix that. If I'd used the right white piece to begin with, then we wouldn't be having this discussion. I'm going to put it on one end so that my borders are all the same except for this one right here, and then I'm going to trim that so that that one is the same. There we go. Now I won't be fussy about it. Okay, so there's our panel. Let's go ahead and put that on our card. And then we'll compare the two. I'm gonna go ahead, since like I said, it is pretty thick since those layers are kind of, there's several of them with those trees. Go ahead. It's gotten really dark here, like almost like it's getting dark. My paper does not stay, so okay. So we're gonna put that right in the middle. Okay, so there's the pink card, there's the blue card. My pink card border is a little bigger, so you can see the pink a little more. There's my two choices. Let me know which one you like better. But this one I found these gems in my stash, and these are so pretty, and they look totally like snow. The Iridescent Faceted Gems. I'm not sure if you can see the facets on that, but it almost looks like snowflakes right in on the top. And I put them on the top as tree toppers. There, now you can see them as tree toppers, but I think I'm going to place them differently this time. I'm going to just put some down in the snow near my words, just so it looks just a different thing. There are two sizes. I forgot to say that. There's big and small, so I'm going to use a little bit of each. And then there will be plenty of sparkle, because sparkle has snow. Like, that's what I think of as sparkly snow. We could put one on a tree. We could put one just up in the sky. Let's see. My husband just came out of a bedroom. He's gonna get in trouble. All right, let's put it up here. Actually, let's do a couple more. Bling. One over here. We'll make them look like snowflakes in the sky. There we go. All right, so there we have the faceted gems, the snowflake embossing folder, and then there's our blue card where I put the faceted gems on the top of the trees to look like the star on the top of the Christmas tree. All right, I think that is all for today. I hope that you like the non-traditional. All right, so you like the blue card better. Okay, well that's it. Monica, we have that in writing that Pam said you are right. So this one, I think they're both fine. They're just both not typical Christmas colors. So I am glad that you at least like one of them. That makes me happy, and I'm glad that you ladies were here. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to say that my video will be recorded for tomorrow, because that will keep the stress out of my life. So tomorrow's video will be recorded, but I will be back live at 2 o'clock on Sunday. And maybe I'll emboss that day too, if I do okay with the video. So thank you for joining me. It is day 25. We'll be back tomorrow for day 26. Have a great weekend, everybody.